what's up? My name is Jamie Arndt, and today is another jazz guitar lesson. We're going to talk about playing 2-5-1 changes all the way up the guitar neck. So we know that 2-5-1 is a common chord progression in jazz, and I've posted a few lessons before on improvising and comping through 2-5-1, so make sure you check the videos below if you'd like to see more. In this lesson, we're going to talk about moving up the entire guitar neck through the 2-5-1 using voice leading. I did another lesson I posted earlier on voice leading in the blues and voice leading through a 2-5-1. So if you aren't sure what voice leading is, you might want to check out those videos first for a review. So I learned this exercise from a guitar magazine years ago that had a column in it written by the late great jazz guitar player Vic Juris. And the idea was to be able to move up and down the neck using 2-5-1s and making the chords very smooth and connected. And in this example, we're going to be moving up the guitar neck using chromatic notes as the top note of the chord in the 2-5-1 progression. So it's going to sound something like this. I'll play it and then we'll break it down. So in all these examples, I'm playing a 2 D minor chord, the 2 chord, to G7, the 5 chord, to C major 7, the 1 chord. So I start out with just this 3-note D minor 7, built off the flatted 3rd, F, the 5th, A, and the root D. This is the only 3-note chord in the example. Then we're going to go to G7 with a sharp 5, and then a C major 7. So you can see this is chromatic motion on top, meaning the top note of the chord, the top voice, is moving in half steps, or up 1 fret. So we end with a C major 7 with the E on top. So now let's play a D minor 9. We'll start our next 2-5 sequence with that same E on top. Here's D minor 9, G7, and now we're going to play a C major 7 sharp 11, because we need to have an F sharp on top. Here's what we have so far. Now we're going to play D minor 11, G7 with a flat 9, C major 7 with a 6, or C major 13. Have the A on top. We're going to keep that A as a common tone, play D minor 7, G7 sharp 9, and then C major 7 with an E in the bass. So even though we're just moving through a 2-5-1 in C, D minor 7, G7 to C major 7, we're using the extensions and the chord tones to help guide us up the neck using chromatic notes. So if we were to take away the chords, this is how the whole thing sounds with just the top note of each chord. And by forcing yourself to play with this chromatic note on top, it allows your 2-5-1s to be connected. And you can continually play through the same changes, but keep it interesting. And this is just an exercise, but it's something you can implement into both your improvising with single note lines, your comping, or your chord playing in solo arrangements, or even in solos, to make your chords sound more connected and to be able to really create interesting ideas. So we can also take this approach to chords with the melody on the high E string. So here's the example of that. So we start with D minor 11, G7 flat 9, to C major 7 with the 13 on top, then D minor 7, G7 sharp 9, to C major 7. It's got the major 7 on top, then D minor 7, G7 with a flatted 5th, then C major 7 with the 9th on top, and then D minor 7, to G7 sharp 9 sharp 5, to C major 7 with the 3rd on top. So what's happening here in both examples is with each chord, we're either moving up chromatically by a half step or staying on a common tone. A common tone is a note that is the same between two chords. You can keep going too. D minor 9, G7, C major 7, sharp 11. I recommend practicing this exercise with a metronome and implementing this in your playing. It'll really make your chords and your lines sound more connected, and it's a great way to learn chord voicings up and down the neck instead of being trapped in a single box or a single area. Thank you for watching. Please click subscribe. I post videos every week, sometimes more often than that. I'm doing guitar lessons in all different styles, so you don't want to miss it. And there's going to be a lot more with the 251, a lot more jazz lessons ahead. So please click subscribe, click like, comment, let me know any lessons you'd like me to teach in upcoming videos, and I will see you really soon. Thank you again.